In today's video, we will learn how to calculate the oxidation number. Before we know the steps to calculate oxidation number, there are certain rules which we ought to remember or memorize. So I have made a summary of those rules. These rules are, please remember, oxidation number of free elements will always be taken as 0. Say free element, for example, N2, O2, H2, F2, all these, they are the free elements. For them we have to take it as 0. Now the second rule is fluorine. The oxidation number of fluorine is always -1, and also the halogens. Then simple ions like sodium ions, calcium ions, magnesium ions. For them you have to take oxidation number as the charge present on them. For example, in sodium ions, that is Na+, the oxidation number will be +1. In case of magnesium ion, Mg2+, it will be +2. Similarly, in case of calcium ions, it will be +2, Ca2+, so +2. Aluminium ions, Al3+, so the charge is +3, so it will be +3, and so on. Now oxygen is a very special element. No, in general it is assigned the oxidation number of -2. In case of peroxides, however, you have to take the oxidation number of oxygen as -1, like hydrogen peroxide, barium peroxide, and so on, many more. Then in oxygen superoxides, you have to take the oxidation number of oxygen as -1/2. These things you have to memorize. For example, potassium superoxide, rubidium superoxide, and so on. Now one more thing, in oxygen difluoride, the oxidation number of oxygen is +2, and in case of oxygen dioxygen difluoride, the oxidation number will be taken as +1. The next rule, that is the oxidation number of hydrogen is always taken as +1, but in case of metal hydrides, say sodium hydride, magnesium hydride, and so on, you have to take the oxidation number of hydrogen as -1. Next, the next important rule, sum of oxidation, I have written ON for short, that is oxidation number of atoms in a molecule, has to be taken as 0. And finally, the sum of, this is the 7th one, sum of oxidation number of atoms in a polyatomic ions will be, for them, the oxidation number will be equal to the charge present on them. So keeping these things in mind, you have to calculate the oxidation number. So let's solve some questions keeping these things in mind. So there are many questions in your NCERT book. Please solve those questions, as many questions as you can. Beside the NCERT book, you also must be having some reference book, so solve as many questions as you can. So let's take some questions. I'll take a question like find the oxidation number of the following underlined element. Okay, number 1, the question is CR2O7 2-, then phosphate PO4 3-, S2O3 2-, K2MnO4. So the underlying element is, here it is chromium, here it is phosphorus, here it is sulfur, and then here it is manganese, and the last one sodium borohydride, NaBH4. Okay, so let's solve one by one. First of all, this is the question. Let's solution 1. All I have taken in one only. First of all, when you are asked to find the oxidation number, let us assume, or we have to assume it to be as X. So in number 1, in this question, that is chromium dichromate, let the oxidation number, I am writing in short, of chromium be X. So how will we solve it? See, in this formula, look at this formula, it is Cr2O7. So there are 2 chromium, so we will write 2X plus how many oxygen are there? 7. Now just now I have given you the summary of rules. So by that rule, the oxidation number of oxygen will be -2. Now because it is a polyatomic ion, so the sum of the atoms of this ion will be equal to the charge on them, that is -2 here. So we will calculate now 2x, 7 to the -14, this is equal to -2, so 2x is equal to -2 plus 14, so 2x is equal to 12 plus 12, or x is equal to plus 12 by 6. So this gives us x is equal to plus 6. So the oxidation number of chromium in dichromate is plus 6. Now let's move on to the next ion. So in this way you have to calculate. Here you have to calculate the oxidation number of this one, phosphorus. So let it be P here, 1 phosphorus, so X plus 4 oxygen, 4 and -2, oxidation number of oxygen is -2, so the charge on it is -3, so X minus 8 equal to -3, so X is equal to -3 plus 8, that is equal to plus 5. So that means oxidation number of this phosphorus is plus 5 here, and here it was plus 6. Next, let us move on to the next ion, that is S2O3 minus. So the underlying element is S, so we will write, let the oxidation number of S be X, that is the sulfur. So there will be two sulfur atoms, so we will take 2X plus 3 oxygen atom, so 3 into -2 is equal to, here it will be -2, so 2x minus 6 is equal to -2, so 2x is equal to -2 plus 6, so 2x is equal to plus 4, and x will be equal to 4 by 2, that is plus 2. So here the oxidation number of sulfur comes out to be plus 2. Let's check it again. 2x plus 3 into 1 oxygen -2 equal to -2 charge. So 2x, 3 into 2 -6 equal to equal to -2. This -6 goes to the right hand side, becomes plus 6. So 6 minus 2, 4. So 2x equal to plus 4. So x is equal to 4 by 2, or the value of the sulfur is plus 2. The next question, that is K2MnO4, and the underlying element is manganese. So we will write, let the oxidation number of manganese Mn be X. Now you know group 1 elements, their potassium is a group 1 element, it will have obviously plus 1, so 2 into 1, 2 potassium, 2 into 1 plus manganese, we have assumed it to be X, plus 4 oxygen, 1 oxygen minus 2. Now there is no charge, it's a neutral molecule, so we have to take it as 0. So 2 plus X minus 4 2s are 8 equal to 0. So x, 8 minus 2, we get minus 6 equal to 0. So x is equal to plus 6. So the oxidation number of manganese comes out to be plus 6 here. The last question that I have taken is sodium borohydride. So let's calculate. So let the oxidation number of this boron be X. So sodium it is plus 1, boron we have taken X, and it is sodium borohydride. For hydride we have to take the oxidation number of hydrogen as minus 1. This we have to remember. So plus 1 plus X plus 4 into minus 1 equal to 0. There is no charge here, so it will be 0. So 1 plus x minus 4 equal to 0. So x minus 4, 1 minus 4 minus 3 equal to 0. So x is equal to plus 3. So the oxidation number of boron comes out to be plus 3. Now I would give you a homework. You can solve questions related to this topic from NCERT book from the chapter redox reaction. So solve questions, question 8.1, NCERT book, NCERT part 1, sorry, part 2. This is part 2 NCERT chemistry, part 2 NCERT chemistry. So that is the way we calculate oxidation number.